Today is Saturday, July the 13th. My name is David Sangari. I'm with Humanities Club. Do I have your permission to record this interview?
Yes, you do.
Please introduce yourself, what brought you out here today, and what today means to you.
Okay. First of all, where should I look? Into the camera or at you?
Either will work.
What's better?
Camera, probably.
Okay. So I'm saying who I am, what brought me out to this event, and what else?
What does this event mean to you?
Okay. So my name is Pearl Eni. I am an educator. I currently work at the Smithsonian National Museum of American History. Previously, I was at the Anacostia Community Museum. What brought me out to this event is to come out and honor Mary McLeod Bethune. She is someone I model my educator career after in terms of how I love and how I meet students where they are. She is just a force, and sometimes I come here and stay by her statue. She's just right there, and I look to her, and then I look up at the sky and talk to God and just try to channel her strength. And there's a beautiful inscription that she has at the base of the statue that I read and remind myself about why I do this work and whose footsteps I have the privilege of following after, and she is one of them. I'm very grateful.
And how do you take these lessons that you learn from her and apply them to your role, your job, and your role in public history?
I love this question. Thank you. How I take the lessons from her is I share her words and I tell people about her. Just this week, I got to work with an incredible group of high school students from around the country through the Center for Christianity and Public Life. And one of them shares her birthday, July 10th. And on that particular day, we went on a field trip. So interestingly enough, we did all our programming at AU, so we were actually at the campus of American University just this week. I just got back yesterday. And on Wednesday, we had the field trip to the Capitol. And it was this beautiful opportunity that I got to share with this student about Mary McLeod Bethune and take her to her statue in Statuary Hall and, take a photo of her in front of the statue and just let her know she shares a birthday with a legend. And this young woman, she is so bright, so brilliant, and so deeply loving and has a heart for justice. And to have the opportunity to share with her another woman of faith who she could look to and also draw strength from was one of the many highlights of my week.
And what does the rechristening of the statue mean to you in 2024?
Wow. The rechristening, what an honor, right? Like, to be at the 50th anniversary, and there was a special moment when they asked for those who were there at the 1974 ceremony to stand up, and there was at least two handfuls of people who stood up, and it was just breathtaking. And then for someone to say it perhaps at the 100-year celebration, some of us will be there and be standing up was just a really incredible thing. I feel like it's an honor to be surrounded by so many history makers, so many peace builders, of which Miss Mary was both. And, they call the people who go to Bethune-Cookman University Mary's babies. And just to be surrounded by that love, and you really get to see how far a legacy of love can go. And so being here for this rechristening and it being a kind of reunion of sorts for me in terms of my community building and seeing so many familiar faces. It was truly a special moment that I'll take with me.
Is there anything else you'd like to add? Any final message to stories out there?
So I learned today from one of my mentors, Dr. Joy Kennard, that the "Let her works praise her," that inscription at the front, is actually a reference to Proverbs 31. And, you know, I'm a Christian, I read the Bible, and to know that she was a Proverbs 31 woman really resonated with me. I learned that this morning. And yeah, I aspire to be more like Jesus in that way. And I think that, you know, I can read it here, the last line of the inscription. It says, "I leave you finally a responsibility to our young people." I take that really seriously. And one of the students this week had a bracelet that said WWJB, and I remember when I was her age, I had one too, thinking about what would Jesus do, and he would tend to the young people. So I aspire to do that every day, just like Miss Mary did.
That's great. Thank you for coming out and thank you for speaking with us.
Thank you, Daiku.